South Africa and Kenya have delivered some awesome wildlife spectacles. Let's have a look at some. This is Safari Catch Up.
The sun is up in the Lowveld. We've been watching it for the last few minutes, last 7 minutes in fact. Wonderful moment to just take a deep breath. Full into the belly, through the nose, and a full exhale out. Conscious breathing is a very good way to connect with the present moment, calm the nervous system, when you bring yourself into the present moment, you start to feel more alive. There's nowhere else to be other than the present.
Wow, have a look at that. What a picture. Beautiful sunlight on him. He's going to walk into the shade now, I think. Partially into the shade. And reach up. Yes, I thought so. Rubbing in his height to the little youngster. Poor young male can't get as high as he can, because he's not as tall and his trunk isn't as long. Now they'll probably spend a little bit of their morning here, and then slowly start making their way towards the Chitwa Dam. Obviously, by the Chitwa Dam is where they'll most likely drink a bit of water. To me, yes, it is a little bit of elephant yoga, stretching early in the morning to get his food, you know. It's not always just handed to them on a platter. Sometimes they have to work for it. But yeah, a little bit of morning yoga.
So these are one of my favorite animals, entertainment-wise, especially in the early morning when they're full of beans and energy and it's not too hot. Generally see them getting up to nonsense, running around and acting like the clowns of the bush, which is why we call them as such. They're not acting like that for now. And just the strangeness of their face. I liken it to that of a bat. There's the zebra photobombing them now. Also beautiful light here. That sun has just gotten up over the horizon now, leaving those lovely contrasts of shadows. The wildebeest, not quite as bulk grazers as the zebra, a little bit more selective. They like feeding on the shorter grass and not such coarse grass, if you can call it that. But you often find them together.
We're starting our morning sunrise drive with giraffes just outside our camp. Look at that. How cool is this? Not sure they're debating to go request for a room, to go request for a tent in the camp. She is following the mother, and giraffes have always been known to walk ahead and leave their youngsters behind. So the oxpeckers cleaning this particular youngster between behind the neck, on the mane, behind her neck. Andrew, you can see that giraffe is salivating. I think she has been feeding, and I'm sure, Andrew, you know giraffes are ungulates. And in the process of trying to regurgitate, then they might miscalculate and have so much saliva in their mouth, and some of it will just spit down. But I think they should be feeding. Giraffes are ruminants, and they will need lots of saliva just to mix with what they regurgitate to maybe rechew it and then back to the stomachs.
Beautiful individual, feeding on the sweet thorn. Very thick skin around the mouth, enabling it not to get injured by all of those thorns. So this constant evolution between the plants and the predators of them. So this giraffe is predating upon the tree itself. Very thick tongue as well, and the skin on the tongue, which has also got a lot of melanin in it so that it doesn't get sunburnt. So Greg, yes, they can sort of break them, but I've seen some that have broken towards the top of it, because remember that this is a bony extension of the skull. When the babies are born, they have the ossicones already, or the ossicles, but they haven't attached to the skull, so they lie flat, almost towards the ears there. Because you can imagine if they were pointing straight up like that, it would make giving birth quite difficult and could create injuries for the female. So they lie flat, and within the first month or so of the calf being born, they move up and start attaching to the skull.
Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, these olive baboons are up to a big theatric show this morning. Not sure where they're coming from, where they're going, but I'm just, whoops, ooh la la. Very good work, Imara there, just holding them and seeing them jumping on that small little drainage. Aye, well done. This is the olive baboons. I was visiting the Mara River, and then they just came off the forest. Not sure what could be happening with the first group. Came running, trying to cross that particular little laga that heads to the Mara River. The cattle egrets, they're pushing them out of the way. See, 1, 2, 3, yabo, well done. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what Imara is going to show us. Come on, jump. You have a baby? Well, oops. Hopefully you don't end up in the river on the deep end. Yeah, Tanya, you're saying the baboon high jump. And Tanya, this is a definite one, because, I mean, there's always a first. I mean, out in the wilderness. Tanya, I haven't seen them do that. Not sure these ones are scared. Good job. We still got another 4 left. Come on, you have to do it. Everybody else has done it. Don't chicken out.
Oh, here we go. Have a look at this. Watch, this one's going to move. These are tambuti seeds. The 3-lobed tambuti seed. These ones over here. See how that one's moving? I'm not doing anything. There's a caterpillar inside that causes it to move. That's why they're called the jumping beans. The pod itself explodes open naturally to release the seed, but they get infested with a caterpillar that's feeding on the seed maybe, or it's inside, and he is busy causing this seed pod to jump. How, I don't know. He's moving around inside there. How's it looking, Paul?
Looks much.
Mutle.
Yeah, we've put the drone up over the area that we saw those two brown hyena disappear into the thickets. And it just gives you a nice indication of the thickness of the thicket itself. Because when the wildlife moves into these areas, very difficult for us to follow them and to see them for very long at all. So also animals like grey or common duiker, bushbuck, even blue duiker could be in these areas. So queenie, yeah, Amakhala, absolutely. Yeah, it's very fun and nice to see from the sky, and to get an overall impression from that. So let's go back there. But here, just having a look from up top. Even from there, with that overall view, it's still difficult to see if there's any animals, because they'll disappear into the thickets as well. Sun getting up now. So some beautiful light.
Look at them walk up. Whatever that was about. A poor fish in this pond. Yeah, really, indeed, it is the first pool party that we've had in a very long time. And it seems like they didn't even want to be here for a long pool party. They're on a mission of some form. Not too sure what it is. They want to get from one place to another. They may be trying to find some shade now. Oh, look at that little one. That is just so cute.
Look at that beautiful roller there. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, this one here is the Eurasian roller. And it's the very first Eurasian roller I am seeing this year. And not my usual favorite bird, which is the lilac-breasted roller. This one's a palearctic migrants, you call them. We'll have them around. They started coming last month. I hadn't seen any, and we'll have them around until next month. Until next year, around April, when they'll go back either to North of Africa or to Russia. Dark main lava, a very big jumbo from the Masai Mara, and you're saying it is a very beautiful bird. And it's wonderful, dark main lava. I mean, always to hear your name, but this one being a migrant, for me, it has, I think, is going to be a very big highlight for me today.
We did indeed. A pool party of our own. We thought we'd come past this pad on our way back. And the boys are swimming in a whole herd of buffalo. Where most of them were, well, they were all in the water. That's how warm it is today, everybody. I'm definitely going to be climbing in the pool just now, Paul. They love it in the water. Nice and buoyant with their big lungs. That's a whole lot of mammal, everybody.
Very cool start, starting with the hornbills, and it is a very warm afternoon here in the Masai Mara. And this particular hornbill was just dust bathing, put it like literally 45 seconds ago or about 1 minute ago. You can tell, you can see the amount of dust on her belly or the breast area. Currently very vulnerable, these birds. And see, she has got a frog. She's hunting, yeah, she got a frog for himself. Very well done. Hoo-hoo! That was a very good hunt. And mohiti, they are very strong birds. I mean, mohiti, the beaks of these ground hornbills are sharp and strong, just like spears, you know. And anytime they see a snake, unlike the secretary birds, they tend to use their beak more. I think it's much stronger or a lethal weapon than their feet. And mohiti, that's how they kill the snakes. And as you just saw there, very quickly, they swallow them whole. Another frog gone. Hunting time. Don't finish the frogs, please, in that pond.
Well, our Ellies are on the way. See, she's suddenly noticed us. It's okay, Mama. We're just here to witness your beauty. Now they're deciding, is it alright? What's going on? Have a quick word. It's all good. All good. Oh. All good. Hello, ladies. That's just me and a ball, taking it easy. And maybe when they go under the tree, the woodland kingfisher will announce itself for all to hear. Hello.
The marsh area is a very important wetland of the Masai Mara, and definitely these ellies here are feeding on the reeds. The reeds are very good for digestion because they have lots of roughage, but apparently also the ellies will get lots of calcium, magnesium, phosphorus and a few other minerals from the same reeds they feed on. The marsh also will help them to cool off, because what will happen is they're remaining in water, because you'd wonder why do they have to stay in such open and strong sun. But I think the cooling from their feet upwards help to cool the blood as it flows up to the other parts of the body, and especially more so to the brain.
Oh, calm down, Big Mama. She is not happy. I don't think it's something we did. I mean, we were just sitting here and they came around us. Definitely can't be something we've done. Oh. That's her, the medium-sized lady behind her, not the small one, and the lady with the little baby are not happy.
Give me some good news. is, please?
I couldn't tell you why.
The inquiry there will be open if you want to stand by TV only. Copy, let me just see what my wingman is.
What's wrong? It's possible she's hearing something going on somewhere else. Some other elephants.
The baby hippo is just being very playful. What a great moment. So a couple of days ago, and I think was it Tuesday, Mara?
I think so.
It was on Tuesday we were at this exactly spot, and we saw a youngster, very teeny baby calf of a hippo that had a very pink front leg at the very base. She looks very unique and very cute, and definitely that calf comes from this particular colony or herd or school of hippos. You know, when you start learning how to swim and you are on the shallow end, that's exactly what these hippos are doing here. And because of the density, hippos cannot even float in the water. They'll be known to mate in the water, giving birth in the water. And what a moment they're having here.
Oh, the buffalo are coming back on board just in time. We saw them on our way here, but we wanted to get through to see if anybody was swimming. And the buffalo are now coming back in perfect unison, crisscrossing game paths. Elizabeth, you know, herds come and go to the water. You know, they wouldn't drink if there was risks. They'll come out and normally the leaders, the stronger, the ones leading the herd, will be in the front, but sometimes it's also just about need. But yes, essentially the ones in the front are sussing out the risk. They're sussing out what's happening, but the wind is coming from behind me and it's blowing straight towards them. You can actually see the ripples in the water. So they would know if there was any danger. They would be picking up on the dangers for sure. But yes, they do move slowly. They can be quite suspicious, and the ones in the front are very cognizant of the potential risks in front of them.
I left the Mara River and decided to continue on my search for the Topi boys or the marsh gulls, and found myself some huge raptors here. Ooh, it's feeding on something. Could it be a fish? It's definitely feeding on something. Now, we have used these fish egos here just to know our water areas are good or they are doing healthy. So they are kind of, I would say, indicator species, the fish egos. And I think it's feeding on a fish because she got the fish right there. The fish egos, as the name suggests, their main diet, main diet, of course, we all know they eat fish. But interestingly, they have been known to eat baby crocodiles and any bird that is smaller than them. Any small little birds that will be in the water, they can harass, they can catch. They have been known to feed on them, but also they've been known to feed on snakes.
We've come across a pale chanting goshawk that looks like it's caught a little bird. I don't know exactly what kind of bird, but it's busy feeding on it. And the guinea fowl below are not happy. He's having a good old feed now. The Tanya, yeah, they are pretty, hey. They've got those beautiful pink legs and a pink bill. It's like an off pink. It's almost like a peach color, but it does look rather pink. There's not much left of that little bird now. You can hear the guinea fowl there at the bottom there, shouting the odds. I'm going to chase them off, I think. And that's often the alarm call that you will hear for the likes of leopard, lions, cheetah. There's not too much left there. Oh, you're going to swallow the whole thing down. Let's see. And there's the end of the leg. Is that going to go down? Oh, you glutton. He's got the toes sticking out. That's it, pal. That's it. Nothing left.
Now, I wanted to look on the rings on the horns of this particular Defasa waterbuck. See how spiral and how ringed the grooves on this Defasa waterbuck, number one. And two, the very beautiful inner side of the ear. I think for me, Springboks, Steenboks, and the Toppies have the most beautiful ears on the inner side, maybe followed by the waterbucks. It's like someone came very, very slowly and just painted them. The white around the noses of this particular antelope, it's very special for me. Not reminding me of the oryx, the Besa oryx, but when you look on the faces of most antelopes here in Africa, these ones were the best faces. They are ruminants and wondering why he is not regurgitating and chewing the grass he might have eaten earlier. And wondering whether he is okay, or he's just taking it easy, or he is just having a bad day.
Well, I'm just driving along here. I wanted to check another little pan. There's some water in the Tsimbavati River, just to the left of where we are. Saw an elephant there and I thought, because the wind is blowing, great opportunity for certain individuals to move, especially to go and drink, to even go and hunt. And I love the feeling when I cam up and the back goes, ooh, lions, or ooh, leopard. I don't know where he's pointing or where he's seen, but there they are. We found a proud lion, a black damp bride. Abigail, whoop whoop for lions indeed. You know, we left the last elephants and we're coming along the road. There's always this sort of thing like, do I turn right or go straight? And I had a compulsion to go straight. And I saw the elephant at the other pan. I was disappointed, but then elated when Paul spotted them. Probably the same members we saw yesterday morning with full bellies. They've digested since.
The wilds of Africa are an inspiration, and we hope this episode of Safari Catch Up gave you as much joy as it did for us. We'll see you next time.